paved with gold, different stones, precious stones all over the place. You know, he gives you that, man. So these are the things that we patiently wait for, man. You know, I'm gonna look up the word patient, right? We're gonna look this word patient up in Romans 8 and 24. That word patience, I read it again. For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doth he yet hope? Right? Let's see. Let's go read it. Lock it. It says, verse 25. It says, but if we hope for that we see, right? That we see, that our eyes, our bodily eyes, what can see, right? That we can perceive. It says, we see. It says, but if we hope for that which we see not. The word seeing means what? Something our eyes can see, right? It says, then do we with patience wait for it. Patience meaning the Greek 5281, hupomene, meaning steadfast and consistency, endurance. It says steadfast, waiting for, enduring, sustaining, perseverance. So that word patient deals with being steadfast, right? And enduring in what? The truth, man. Right? And that's our thing we pray to Yahweh Shai for, is to give us the strength to endure to the end of this thing, man. Because this is not no easy thing that we're in, man. You know, living this upright life and going to the scriptures and teaching and prophesying, man, this is not an easy life, man. You know, you're plagued with fighting against demons daily, on a constant, daily, man. You know? Back in Habakkuk 2, and starting back at 5, it says, yeah, also, because he transgresses by wine. He is a proud man, right? Talking about the elites, man. Meaning transgressing by wine, meaning what? You've dibbled and dabbled in all those other philosophies. Instead of going off the philosophies of the Bible and being true with the Bible, you've dibbled and dabbled in Buddhism, in Hinduism, in Scientology, Egyptology. You have dibbled and dabbed in the wine of these other philosophies. And what happens when you drink too much wine? You become drunk and you stagger, man. And that's what happens when you go deep into those other philosophies, man. You go further and further away from the truth. And you become bugged out, man. There's a word, the brotherhood, like we use. You become bugged out. And it says, neither keeping at home, he enlarges his desire as hell. Right? Meaning what? He never got enough, man. He ain't never got enough. He's always in other people's lands, right? Going and doing archaeology in other people's lands. And when he finds certain resources that he needs, what does he do? He sends in their armies, man. And they come up with some fake idea of a scandal or a potential threat. And they go into the land and they start wars, and then they take the natural resources that they need, man. That's what America does, man. That's what the elites do. They use America as that puppet tool they use for this particular agenda that they have. Because America has basically like the military, man. So these elites, man, they use the American military to go in for their own agenda, man. You know? And they dream of this shit to do, man. They sit back and just dream of this, man. Let's show you right here. And this Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquities and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands, man. That word work is the Hebrew word pa'al, to do or to practice, man. Right? And they sit down and they dream of this shit while they laying in their beds, man. They think of all this evil to do, man. And then they say when the morning come, they bring it to light, man. When they wake up, hey, they have the money and the resources to make these evil plans basically take place, man. They might sit back and say, oh, you know, they found some rubies in Bangladesh, in the mountains of Bangladesh, under the mountains. So they'll go do an excursion and start digging in the mountains, man, like they digging for archaeology, man. Go in there and take the resources, man. Look at Africa in the diamond trade, man. Look at that, man. That's been going on for years, man. How they go over there and have those people digging in the dirt for diamonds, man. And they find diamonds all the time, and they some of the poorest people on the planet. And then they take those diamonds and transport them to the other side, and they become super rich, man. Refine them, you know, polishing them up, and become super rich, man. Off the diamond is the least precious gem on the gemstone chart. It's really not worth nothing, man. If you want something precious, get a ruby, because everybody don't have it. Everybody got diamonds. Shit, people put diamonds on their dogs' feet and shit, around their necks. Everybody got diamonds, so I tell you, it ain't precious, man. Habakkuk 5:4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. He ain't right. He's wicked. He was put here to be the wicked, man. And he's doing his job, man. The elites, man, Esau's doing his job as being the wicked. He can't help it. He wasn't put here to be upright, man. Only the Israelite man was put here to be upright, man. The Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And on this side is going to be the elect that's upright. Even 2/3 are not upright on this side, man. 2/3 are way past wicked. And they're going to die on this side in America. And they're going to come back in the kingdom, and they'll be righteous, man. It says, verse 5. Yeah, also, because he have transgressed by wine the philosophies, he is a proud man, neither keeping at home, because he's basically all over the world and everybody else's business, who enlarges his desires, right, as hell, meaning never have enough, and is as death and cannot be satisfied, right? So he's bringing hell, and everywhere he goes, he brings death, man. People die, man. When Esau come up with these plans and send that military in there, man, people will lose their lives, man. Families lose their lives, man. You lose loved ones when Esau come into your territory, man. You don't believe me? Ask the Native American Indians. Ask them. Ask the people who ancestors told the stories, and they kept the stories down through the generations. Read the history. If you don't believe me, everywhere they go is death, man. He's a disease, man. Like the Mac told the fat man in the Mac, he said, "You're a goddamn disease, man. You're a disease, man." And that was true, man. It says, "But gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people," right? And that's why you have this place we call America. It's like called the Great Melting Pot, because you have all these nations over the world. They're here, man. They're trying to be here, and they're trying to live what's called an American dream, man. And people over here are fucking struggling, bro. People are fucking struggling. It's gonna tell you why they're struggling when I read down in the spirit. It's gonna tell you why they over here struggling. But they come over here in droves, man, from the far east, man. They'll come over here and, man, and feel like we made it when we got to this place, man. We made it to Rome, basically, again. Just like back in the day, they tried to travel to Rome. They traveling to Rome now, man. And it says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe unto him, right, that increases which is not his, right? Woe unto him that increases that is not his. And who is that person who increases that which is not his? That's a thief. That's how a thief get things. He steal them. He increases in the things which are not his, man. He didn't work hard for the things he had. He stole them, man. From people who work for their things, a thief steals them. Or things that were inherited to a person, a thief comes in and steals them, man. Let Esau figure out you got some land here in America, and you got like a stream of water running through there, like a brook or something. Man, when they look on that map and they find out that you got that water on your land, they are coming to take your land. Because they want to own every piece of land that has a water resource, man. A source of water, man. Because water is life, man. If you own any land with like a lake on it, a major lake or a pond running through, man, they're going to come take your land, bro. And it says, woe to him that increases that which is not his, how long? And to him that laden himself with thick clay, right? He laden himself with thick clay. Now, that's the part we're going to look up, man. Because you have a lot of these people, like the scriptures say, they basically, other nations have came to America, to the great melting pot, to prosper and live a American so-called dream, to have a piece of this pie, man. To prosper and make money, because a lot of them other countries they so damn poor, so they just tired of being dirt poor, not knowing their reasons for being poor is at the hands of Yahweh first. He's allowed Esau to put that on them, man, to take their resources, man, to keep them poor like that, right? And it says, but there's no such thing as American dream, man, because check this out. I'm going to read that scripture. I read that scripture. Habakkuk 2. What's the percentage? She took on. I was going to ask her, what's the percentage of people in America in debt? It says, woe unto him that increases that which is not his. How long? And to him that lading, right? That laden. To be laden means to be heavy, right? Waiting. To be heavy. To make heavy himself with thick clay. Hebrew 56:71. That word is ibaya. Weighty of pledges, heavy debts. Right? It says heavy debts, man. To take a pledge, give pledge for a debt, man. Man, and that's when you in America, guess what? That's what you're gonna be in, man. Yup. You're gonna be in debt, amen. These folks getting the hell out of here. Ain't like, hey, we not messing with you, bro. You know, it's crazy. It says, verse 7, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, right? And awake that shall vex thee, right? Because these people gonna wake up like they're doing, they started in Greece, man, like 4 or 5 years ago. What had happened in Greece, man? They start rioting, man. People woke up, man. When that financial crisis hit, they woke up, boom, started rioting, man. And that riot swept all the way across Europe, man. And what happened in Venezuela?